Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Mystery Rift. This is your copyrighted edition of our Missing Person segment. Today we are diving deep into some extremely cold cases and the persistent, terrifying pattern of high strangeness they reveal across North America. We're looking at disappearances from Oregon, Oklahoma, and British Columbia. These facts collectively paint a picture you simply cannot ignore. Hang in there with me. It's going to be worth your while. Before we get to the cases, I want to share a few recent exchanges that speak directly to the emotional and perhaps even interdimensional reality of this research. A viewer, a mother of 5, shared her deepest condolences regarding my own son. She finds solace in prevention, believing his loss is truly not in vain. This viewer also recounts a powerful, vivid dream about her late uncle. She saw him young and healthy, but noticed his hands appeared ancient. He simply smiled and confirmed, "I've always had old hands." Later, her auntie-uncle's wife confirmed this was a lifelong private joke between them. The dreamer had absolutely no way of knowing that intimate detail. Are these just psychological processes? Or are there moments when the veil is thinnest and our thoughts are being touched by something outside of our observable frequency? Similarly, another viewer recounts waking at 3 a.m. to witness a menacing black hooded figure right beside her bed. The dread was absolute. She cried out, and immediately a sound described as mind speak filled her head. This was followed by 2 bright angelic figures appearing and chasing the dark entity off into thin air. Folks, these personal accounts validate the bizarre and the unexplained that often precedes or follows our missing person clusters. Now, let's turn to the cases. We start in Oregon with an anomaly so profound it challenges the statistical models of disappearance. We go back to the 17th of October 1911 and the case of 3 friends, William Brose, Harry Lacus, and C.B. Walker. These were experienced, well-armed hunters who left Medford, Oregon, for a 2-week elk hunt. Their destination was the Elk Creek area, just 20 miles southwest of Crater Lake National Park. 3 experienced men together, well-prepared, should not be an issue. But they never returned. After their due date passed, organized searches began and continued over multiple years and seasons. Despite this massive effort, absolutely nothing was ever found. No camp, no hyphal, no remains. The disappearance of all 3 without a trace simultaneously is an almost impossible statistical event in the known world. Something non-human intervened here. This location, the Crater Lake Cluster Zone, is saturated with high strangeness. Just a few miles away, a U.S. Forest Service fire lookout documented 2 distinct, silent, unidentified aerial phenomena. These crafts were capable of remaining absolutely stationary for an hour, defying all known laws of conventional flight. Furthermore, near that very Elk Creek area, a hunter in 1999 observed a dark, tall creature. It was too large to be a bear, and critically, it made no sound as it walked across dry and crunchy ground. This suggests a being capable of exerting some form of localized energetic lift that negates its incredible mass on the Earth's surface. What happened to Brose, Lacus, and Walker in 1911? The simplest theory of a collective accident simply does not fit the evidence. They were taken by one of the silent, unseen forces that we know operate within the shadows of these specific wilderness locations. Our next case brings us to Oklahoma in 1953. The vanishing of 70-year-old farmer Bob Williams. Despite losing his eyesight, Bob knew his land perfectly, yet he vanished on a simple trip to the spring. His brother Walter soon found the bar of soap abandoned on the path. The search then found Bob's tracks an impossible 2 miles from the spring, a distance he never would have walked alone. Then, the trail simply vanished. The canines were unable to pick up any reliable scent. Why did he drop the critical object and then wander 2 miles off course on his own property? The fact that the scent trail disappeared so suddenly points directly to a phenomenon that can disorient its victims. It may utilize a powerful energetic signature that effectively erases the scent profile from the ground, negating the work of the search dogs. Our final and most chilling case occurs in British Columbia in 1966, the disappearance and recovery of 6-year-old John Eisenman on Burnaby Mountain. This mountain sits squarely within the massive missing 411 cluster that runs up the coast near Vancouver. John disappeared at 4 p.m., that critical time of day we often discuss. As the search began, they immediately found the decomposing body of one 7-year-old David Turnell, who had vanished 6 days earlier, dead at the bottom of a cliff. 2 young boys, gone within a week, in the exact same area. John's body was found hours later at the bottom of a 180-foot cliff. This was in an area that had been searched intensively by canines and ground teams the previous day. The profound anomaly was this: John was not wearing his shoes, and his shoes were never found. Shoes carry a powerful scent, yet the scent was not there, and the clothing he wore yielded no trackable scent for the dogs. The simplest explanation for the lack of shoes and the lack of scent trail on John Eisenman is that he was teleported, disoriented, or taken by a craft. He was then deposited or returned to the bottom of that cliff after the initial search was completed. Given the staggering number of high strangeness and UFO sightings in the greater Vancouver area, it is impossible to dismiss the notion that an unseen intelligence was at work. These forces utilize methods of relocation and transport that our science cannot yet comprehend. 3 stories, 6 people involved, separated by geography and decades. Yet, they are all connected by the same impossible details: total lack of evidence, non-typical recovery locations, and anomalies suggesting instantaneous relocation. This is the truth behind the Mystery Rift. So one last homework assignment. I want you to do a good deed for someone this week. Whether you go shopping or walk down the block, do something for a neighbor. It helps society, it helps our world, and it will surely help someone's mental health. Please make sure you subscribe to Mystery Rift and hit that like button. Thank you all for being part of the village. Paulides out.